gabi kana kang ginamit din mabos sa mga modo no protestante no sa gunapan niya magabi kagina kami to mga pagsamuron na nyason to a live kabirista no sa kano sona ni President Duterte.
I have nothing to lose except my life. While we can control the acts of man, no one can control to stop and the fury and the rampage of weather gone wild. When nature fights back, it does so with a vengeance. We have seen that the terrible toll that the super typhoon Yolanda and the succeeding typhoons exacted in terms of human life and property. And we still have to recover from the beating that we got both during and in the aftermath of those mega typhoons. Aside from droughts, tempests, and other problems, taking ship, which according to the OST Philbook, it is no longer just a distant possibility, but a probability earthquakes. The series of damaging quakes in Leyte, Surigao, and nearby provinces and islands attest to this. We were told that it is no longer a question of if, but a matter of when. Thus, we need to act decisively and fast because the threat is huge, real, and imminent. So, come to think of it, really. Is there, they say that there is no perfect instrument or human acumen can really predict earthquakes. I hope it will not come. Kasi kung magdating, sabi dito lang yung big one, I hope it would be just in the mountains and in the rural areas. Because if it's right, sabihin nila, tinatakot nila ang, kasi dito in this speech, I reviewed it last night. I am calling both houses of Congress to expeditiously draft a law establishing a new authority or department that is responsive to the prevailing 21st century conditions and empower to best deliver the enhanced disaster resiliency and quick disaster response. While the law is crafted with extreme urgency, we need to undertake immediate action to ensure disaster resiliency and effective response in the greater Manila area, which is our country's seat of governance, center of business, commerce, and academia. Disaster resiliency of Metro Manila and the surrounding provinces is a matter of urgent concern. Yan, nandito yung tinatakot nila dito because of the high-rise buildings and ilang tao nakatira dyan. Kung kaya ka ito sa isang sinkhole, I mean, if it cracks and it goes down, can we still manage to go up? God, wag ngayon ha, kaya nandito ako. Hintayin mo lang sila dito nag-aaway. I am directing the Cabinet Cluster on Climate Change and Adaptation and Disaster Risk Management to immediately work on in hand with the concerned LGUs, the private sector, and the affected communities themselves in undertaking disaster measures, antidotes. We will need to act and fast. With the foregoing said, what then is the state of the nation today? I will mince no words, and neither will I window dress the situation. We are in. Let me answer into brief sentences. We are in for trouble because we live in troubled and uncertain times. And I feel that things might get worse before they become better. But like I said, I hope we will cope. We hope and pray. The West Philippine Sea issue and federalism are matters that we have to tackle sooner or later. On the other hand, despite the recent gains in improving the peace and order situation in the country, there is still so much to be desired, and if we are to completely eradicate the menace of illegal drugs, criminality, and corruption. we must do it. I therefore ask Congress to act on all pending legislations to reimpose death penalty on the heinous crimes, especially in the trafficking of illegal drugs. There is a there is a short clip of CNN about people in Massachusetts. Was it there? Yung clip din lang ang pinakita. Tinignan, pakitingin na, it's repeated for almost every week ata yung mga short clip. Tingnan mo yung mga tao doon na hinayaan nilang they are there, they live under the bridge. They're getting thin, they're doing nothing. Pag gano'n lang sila, tapos pupos na ano. And they are aplenty there. They do not work, wala. Tapos sabi ng UN, is he here? Are you there, yung UN representative? Na sinabi mo na sabok will not affect the brain. Are you here? Raise your right hand if you're here. Do not worry. I will just do not the word delude us into yung mga ano ninyo na, but we know every day that one family rape, dalawa, all are dead. Then you trivialize it with human rights and due process. Okay ko yan. When you go into an anger, you burst with rage, okay yan. But with so many killings as brutal and as cruel as what happened, if you add human rights and due process, you stink and your mouth smells. If you want to criticize, condemn the act, stop there. But do not give the excuse or do not make it trivial by saying human rights at least will be protected. Yan ang pinakabugok magawa ng isang tao. When you criticize, stick on one topic. Then you find an event where you can talk about human rights and due process. But do not talk about it at the same time when there is a carnage and you begin to blabber, talk about human rights. Lalong nagagalit ang tao. May namatay, kalak mo sino man. What have you done in the name of human rights? 77, you have the records. You can summon the police. 77 before I became president. All drug-related, 77,000. And you trivialize that with a conference, at saka pumunta dito, ang tatanungin yung nasa prisuhan. Napiliso dahil just imagine, I challenge you, you want a debate in public? Okay, we'll have it. I will challenge you how also you trivialize the thing by binibigyan ng importansya si Dilima. You all know, you will all hear, you conducted the investigation. You heard the witnesses. You saw the videos. Is she a credible woman? Can she be a moral person? Puro kayo drama dyan sa... When you talk about an incident, talk about it, then condemn the police. But do not connect it with due process and human rights. Magbuka kang gago sa harap ng Pilipino. You know why I got this rating? I could not be brighter than you. And my work is not more important, or your vocation is not less than mine. But when you talk in public, carry the proper message. Kaya mag-itito kayo, binibombahan kasi ako ninyo ng ganon. Sabihin naman ng mga tao, tama yan. Tama yan si Duterte. Kasi nangyayari. Kayo parang fruit sum, pag ganon-ganon. Pag na may namatay dyan na maraming massacre, na rape mga bata, hindi kayo umiimik. Maya-maya pagdating ng mga nitong mga Western expert ko, no, you give them so much premium and importance. Ito, saan ba ang utak ninyo? Bakit kayo believe dyan sa puti? Tingnan mo ang puti. Panahon ni Obama. Una yung spokesman ng State Department. Kala mo si +1. 50 is one up. One, that is majority of one. I win. Yung 49, yung mga, I do not have to make them happy. But when the time comes, I tell the judge that you are hearing and by a international body, can we have it judicially recorded? And I will place them under oath. Mahuli ko talaga yan sila. May pinatay ako, tama yan. When I was mayor, a little over, for 23 years ako mayor ng Davao. Pagkita mo ng Davao ngayon, we have been LGUs before. What city is now hitting 9 growth %? E nandoon pa kami sa Mindanao, binubumba pa kami sa Davao. Davao is 9 growth. Tapos sabihin nyo, ngayon, paano palabas mo itong 9 ng we're about to hit 6 or sabi nila. Pero pakayaan mo lang ako, mag-abot ito ng 21. The highest in the world. Kayo lang tigapigil eh. It is time for us to fulfill our money to protect. Tapos na yan. Kindly, for so long we have to act decisively on this contentious issue. Capital punishment is not only about deterrence, it is also about retribution. Make no mistake about that. Iba kasi ako. Let us understand each other, including the international community. Our criminal system uses the revised penal code. That is a law that was given to us by the Spaniards. The original revised penal code, though it was translated into English. And those in those two books, three books, that are the definition of crimes and the penalties and everything. And the trust of that revised penal code, ladies and gentlemen, is the essence of retribution. That is why you have penalty. There is also the word positivist theory, that you can nurture a criminal into goodness, provided he goes to prison for 2 years, 3 years, he's released, he's a sex offender. When he goes out, he rapes again, kidnaps another girl, and makes her a hostage for so many years. Ganun kayo eh. Admit it, ganun kayo. You are so too lenient about this son of a bitch, a human being that has a virulent brain, and his enemy is society. And many a times, there were sex offenders in America released, only to rape and kidnap again and kill in just a few months after release. In the Philippines, it is really an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You took a life, then you must pay with life. That is the only way to even. You cannot place a premium on the human mind that he will go straight. Nobody can. Not even your best scientist. No one has ever fathomed how a person would react, especially in committing crimes. That's the only way to do it, to instill fear. That if you do it, you will die. That's the advantage of criminals and rebels and terrorists. Because they think that you are afraid to die. That's why when I went to Marawi, I was asked by the media, why are you here? I am here because my soldiers are here, and I came here to die also. Because in a battle, in a fierce encounter, you have to be of equal equanimity. Gusto siyang mamatay, agi gusto ko rin mamatay. Ano sa atin? They say that they use the name of God. In the Christians, we have the same thing. I read the Ecclesiastes 3. What does it say? Even during elections, there is a time to be great and a time for defeat. A time to be in the skies, emblazoned there, and a time to be lost for somebody. A time to have money, a time to be hard up. A time to just walk so many kilometers to school, and a time for graduation and being a lawyer. A time to be, I don't know what I am now, but there's always a time. Ganon yan. So, Matthew, pag sinabi mo gusto kong mamatay, anak ka ng Dalawa tayo. That's why this bully, I had dinner with them sa bayan. Na itong NDF because I used to be friends really with the NDF. I was crossing the by ideological borders before. Ako yung nakakapasok sa teritoryo. We were friends really. But times have changed because God placed me here. And I take of a republic, take care of a republic. Ano? Sabi na doon, bully daw ako. Tarantado pala kayo. Talagang bully ako. Utang ina. Talagang bully ako, especially to the enemies of the state. Talagang bully ako. Ito pa, sabi ko sa mga sundalo, yung mga human rights na you're flying everywhere, anywhere yung utak ninyo. I said, take no prisoners, which is kill them. Which is correct. But you don't listen to my speech. This media, lalo na itong mga EBS, kunin lang yung kill them. Yan ang problema ninyo, kaya minura ko kayo. Walang presidente na pinutang ina kayo because you are not behaving. Now you are asking me for talks. When you publish in the newspaper or quote us in media, itong mga reporters would only quote, kill them. I said, kill them. In a fight, if you have to shoot them at the heart or the head. Sabi ko, why? Because they will be detained here in Marawi. Wala tayong prisuhan. Ngayon, and the courts will always insist that they will be, that's the law, that they will be tried and detained in the place where they committed the crime. Kaya huwag kayong mapatayin talaga ninyo kasi ilagay natin yan dyan sa barracks natin dyan sa ating mechanized division. Pag iskapol niyan, dalhin yung kanyo natin, ipaputok pa sa atin. Marami, how many jailbreak in Mindanao and Cotabato alone? 6. Cotabato City 4. Ang jail doon nire-rate tapos pinapalabas. Alam ba ninyo yan? Because you do not publish. Or ito mga tagamay nila, hindi kayo, mga bright kayo, believe ako. Mga gonggong. Sabi na, why? What happened last April in Davao? It was bombed. How many were killed? 27. Few years ago, the church was bombed twice. How many died? 59. The airport, just as the people were coming out of the departure arrival, it was bombed. How many died? 32. In the war, three nuns were lining up there. I have to scope the brain of the nun to put it in a can because the face was shattered. Zamboanga. And you said that the violation is only in Marawi. Talaga kayo nagboto. Mag-usap tayo ngayon. Dalhin po kayo doon sa mga byuda. Kailan lang yun? Kung sabihin na it's only in Marawi, rebellion has been going on in Mindanao. Walang pinasanto doon. Hindi lang yung binabasa ng gusto. Kasi it's very porous. Kung separate islands yan, baby. Kung separate yan, very porous, they can go. And Mindanao, this is not to The Moro has nothing to do. Pareho tayo. Pareho tayo maranaw. So, just shut up. Huwag kayong ito ang totoo. Maraming Muslim sa Mindanao, lahat ng sa Abra mayroon. In this fight, why do you think the Moro would side? Kung patayan, they will side with government? Kung ako ngayon, kung nakatira ako, hindi kami umalis hindi ako, binalang nanay ko sa labas. I'll be resident of Marawi. What do you think will be my sentiment? Sulo, Davao, puro Muslim ang clubs yan. There are ang clubs. Parang bari-bari. Pag nagsentimento ang putukan, magputok yan sabay-sabay. Another thing I'll talk it about in the conference. Sumubra itong left. Magawa ka ng bahay, nakawin. Sabi ko ng sundalo, do not work this. I will just build yours. Bigay mo lang. Ang may project ngayon, gusto naman nilang kuha. Do not commit that mistake. Here and I will tell you, including the Congress of the Republic of the Philippines. You do anarchy, I will order the soldiers and the police to shoot. Even if I have to bury 1,000 Filipinos. Huwag ninyo akong ganun. Either let us understand this, beginning today. Either we have laws in this country, or we do not. We enforce the laws against the minors and the rich, but I will also enforce laws against anarchy, disturbance, and create trouble. Kayo rin, natatakot ninyo. Takutin ninyo ako na occupy the streets. Anak ng meeting. You stay there, you ask for 2 days, I will give you 6 months. Huwag kayong umalis dyan. Kainin ninyo pati yung dumi ninyo dyan. Takot-takutin mo ang gobyerno. I'm sorry I've exceeded my time, but kailangan ko sabihin para maintindihan din nila, total na nandito na lang rin ako sa media, nakikinig pati lahat. Kayong mga left, I will not talk to you. Why should I? Wag mo na akong pilitin na magpatayo kayo mga pro-poor, shut up. Wait for 2 years because I have, this is my proposal. I may be totally wrong and I will accept it, but this is mine. From now on, I will save money for the armed forces of the Philippines. We have lost so much soldiers. And there are thousands already incapacitated to fight. Pati yung pulis ko, araw-araw ninyong inaambot. Pati ang convoy ko, kasi doon ako magsakay, inambos nila. Pati ako ang gagom, pati ako patay na, sabagay, malayo ako doon. Pero convoy ko kasi yun Wala lang ako doon sa Alam mo, ginamitan nyo ng machine gun. Kaya lang armorized. Kaya yung mga congressman, senador na ayaw ninyong, baka may kalaban kayo. Asawa ninyo, katira ninyo ngayon? O inagaw ninyo? Armorized ninyo, totoo, proven M60. Si Tordilon, M60 sir. Hindi talaga tumaanas. Kasi binara na nila. Nasira na lang yung barang. Talaga nila. And the soldiers inside will order all the time. Binamasinggan na, hindi tatalab. Gago, pati yung convoy ko, may ambusin. Hindi nila alam na nagkasibat na ako. Gusto niya ako mag-usap kayo na sumubra kayo, ikaw season, tang, mag-inom ka ng tang yung orange. Matanda ka na, kayong Pilipinas na kinig, buong Pilipinas, kayong mga bata, kayong mga lumad natives. Ito matatanda na ito. Season is sick. May colon cancer. Ang gastos ng Norway, sumurrender na siya. Kasi naging issue sa politika. This government who sponsored those, who provided the good offices, matatalo sa eleksyon dahil sa issue dyan. Kasi pabalik-balik ang mga buang kala mo, mga turista. Wala na ang pinag-usapan. Pagdating dito, gusto ng ganito, gusto ng ganito. Lo mo. Huwag mong sabihin yung meaning doon sa mga bisita. Pura na ko ba na, talagang ano ako, sir? Masyadong demanding. Hindi naman kayo nanalo ng election si minsan. You cannot even hang out to barangay. And you keep on killing people. Hindi lang yung mga pulis, pati yung mga civilians na ayaw magsali sa kanila. Kaya sabi ko talaga, buang ka. Ang sinabi ko talaga, pardon po siya, pinutang ina ko talaga siya. The other day sinabi. Kung saan tinatakot ninyo, katanda-tanda na ninyo eh. At tayo mamatay, kayong mga na iwan dyan sa karsada, buti pa umuwi kayo. Wala kayong makuha dyan sa komunista. Do you think that if the ISIS prevails in this country, that you will have a place in their society? You must be openly stupid as stupid. Wala kayong makuha. Lahat ay damay. Thank you for allowing the exhaust in our sustained effort to achieve just and lasting peace. Class B courteous, do not make a noise. The visitors are listening. Just and lasting peace. For United Nations, we are pursuing an inclusive peace process in promoting the participation of all stakeholders, including those conflict-affected areas. We took steps to promote inclusiveness in the Bangsamoro Transmission Commission by expanding its membership to Executive Order Number 8, which I signed in November last year, by giving representation to indigenous peoples, women, children, and sultanates, and key stakeholders in the drafting of the Bangsa Basic Law to ensure a Bangsamoro government that truly reflects the aspirations of our Muslim brothers and sisters as well as our indigenous brethren. We have embarked on various initiatives to advance our national interests in the global community. We pursue good relations with all nations anchored on an independent foreign policy and the basic tenets of sovereign equality, mutual respect, and non-interference. ASEAN independent nation will uphold and promote our national interests in the international community. We will strengthen and seek partnership with those who share our values. We will engage nations with full respect for the rule of law, sovereign equality, and again, non-interference. These are the principles that we are upholding as we advance to this year for the meeting as the chair of the ASEAN. We have cultivated wonderful relations with China through bilateral dialogues and other mechanisms leading to easing of tensions between the two countries and improved negotiating environment on the West Philippine Sea. At this point, allow me to take a step back in time in 1901. In 1901, there was known as Balingiga, and that is Eastern Samar. It was the time for Philippine-American War, a combined group of Filipino villagers and guerrillas, and an effort to defend Samar Island from the alien invaders, attacked and overwhelmed a U.S. United States infantry garrison. 48 American officers and men were slain in the attack. On the Filipino side, the casualty count was 28 killed and 22 wounded. In retaliation, U.S. gunboats and patrols were sent to Balingiga, Samar, with the order to make a desert of Balingiga and to reduce Samar Island into an island of howling wilderness, where every male citizen from the age of 10 and above and capable of bearing arms would be put to death. The church bells of Balingiga were seized by the Americans as spoils of war. Those bells are reminders of the gallantry and heroism of our forebears, who resisted the American colonizers and sacrificed their lives in the process. Krag against Bolo. Krag was the standard rifle issue to the American troops. And that is how the historians describe. Nauna ka, pababa mo. Baba mo, pataas yan. Mahirap talaga itong director ka, ikaw pang speech. Ministers describe, sige, the Philippine-American War. That is why I say today, give us back those Balingiga bells. They are ours. They belong to the Philippines. They are part of our national heritage. Isauli naman ninyo. Masakit yon sa amin. We not talk about our overseas Filipinos. They are our heroes. They and their families have sacrificed much for the country. We all know how a large part of our economy comes from their remittances. That is why, to ensure that their rights are protected, I ordered the increase of our assistance to the OFW from 400 million to more than 1 billion We have been hard at work in securing the rights and welfare of our OFW. A year ago, I also learned government officials and employees that I will never tolerate corruption in my administration. Not even a whiff of it. Let the dismissal of several higher-ranking officials whom I myself appointed serve as a warning to all that I will never back down on my commitment to cleanse this government and corporation. In order to bring government services closer to the people, establish hotlines, government centers that receive public concerns. One of which is the hotline 911, which allowed us to receive and immediately respond to emergencies. We also launched hotline 8888, the Citizens Complaint Hotline. This is a public hotline facility that receives feedbacks or concerns on government services. Since we launched this hotline, we have received numerous complaints from the public on government slow government processing, unclear of changing procedures and requirements, centralized issuances of clearance and permits in Metro Manila, and discourteous government employees, among others. Meron ito eh. Time and again, yung pag-transact ng ordinaryo, the ordinary people who contract business in government. In the last ASEAN Ministerial Conference, I don't know why Malacan has to, the my office has to do some work for all the others, like itong mga barong. That outfit takes care of the attires that will be given to the ministerials, this time to the heads of state. Alam mo, I'd like to address this myself to government. Yan bang bayaran? Pabalik-balikin ninyo ang tao. I know that because I've been mayor for 22 years. I never allowed it in my city. But dito, alam mo yung mga sastre, dyan sa Paranaque hanggang Cavite, yung mga tiluring dyan, ang negosyo
mga Bangsamoro pa magkikinig pa po sa kuna siya sa kano bagwas oran ng Bangsamoro. Voice FM 99.0. Ato ba so sa kuna pa niya so ikadwa zona no ni President Digong Duterte. Kaginag kami ito na suras tanong na 50 minuto sinilampasin sa ika. lima sa marul tato na nakapasan tanong sambayang na makambalingan ito taman sa La City Media. So ikapitong kutenga narutan mo pagumpunan mo naman sumusabak katano sa kawang-kawang. Kataon na bisa maya ipagangapano sunya pa programa tato. Lagi na kami ito na ba di ka po pag ninamis ka no sampon sa natampo din to sa gunan pa niya kagi nagkoma mo sa may sura sa kapag tawag tanong sa pag salta na so mga Soki no Voice FM 99.0 labi-labi so musaba ka sa kawang-kawang so mga kapodpan na mga programa tanong siya sa Voice FM na kapangangayon sa mga topic ataw ka sa mga modutan no pakangay tanong sa sagunawan niya. Kagina kami ito na nampamuskanin sa dinya, kagina sa mga malubeso signal tanong na naskanin pamunso so sona no presidente no si President Duterte sagunawan niya malubeso.
So why should I call it the palace? Give me something like the European style. Yeah, I just call it office. Palas-palas pa dyan eh. And besides, all the rats of Pasig are there. Just beside Pasig River. So yung lahat ng mga daga dyan kung saan-saan, doon naglalanding. It has a wild field. And they are not killed because they are presidential mouse. Ayun ang sabi ng Dalo. So, hindi daw ipagbaril presidential mouse. Putang ina, mabuti pa mouse dito kaya hindi pa pinapatay. Yung tao, pinakatay ninyo. The people's patience is wearing thin. So is mine. I am reiterating my directive to all government agencies from frontline services to our people from womb to tomb to further streamline the respective services to make these truly efficient and people-friendly. We want to ensure that our people receive the quality services that they deserve, minus the delays by the bureaucratic red tape. I expect speedy reforms along this line. We will right-size the national government. Let us trim the excess fat and add more muscle through the expeditious passage of the act right-sizing the national government to improve public service and security. I therefore urge Congress to pass this at the soonest. For the government-owned and controlled corporations, isa pa kayo, the implementation of the existing salary standardization law pending review in the compensation and position classification system, which is excessive, extravagant, and unconscionable. Salaries and allowances, incentives, benefits, and bonuses across government corporations this time increases will have to pass by my office, and I am not inclined to increase your allowances, bonuses, and salaries at this time. Wala. You cannot do it on your own. You have to direct it to the executive secretary. And I'll just tell you, I am not inclined to give increases right now. Maybe 7 years from now, when Grelon makes it to the presidency. I also appeal to the Supreme Court to seriously consider the national interest and our development goals before issuing TROs and injunctions and critical government projects and cases involving government assets. I am just a co-worker also, ladies and gentlemen. May I be allowed to be also just as frank? total wala naman akong inaano eh. I do not mean to offend you. But I cite, for example, the Supreme Court TRO that prevents the Department of Health from distributing subdermal implants which cost the West States of 250 million of taxpayers' money. I also note that since its issuance 2 years ago, the TRO has impaired the government's ability to fully implement responsible planning and family planning and methods in the RH law. It is time that we put an end to the practice of some parties of resorting technicalities in our laws, prevent the government from fulfilling its mandate. Ganito yan, ma'am. Order come to you. And may I be understood by you. I am sorry to say this. Really, I do not intend to do it, but we have to talk about government now, since which I am not an exception, or delays. At naman tayo nagkakamali. Ganito yan. Two things. Wala talaga akong panahon. I'll just say, I don't know if I can make another song again in future. It's not for me to can. Itong TRO has been the bane of project. And even kung songi yung mga iyara nag-aawa yan. Just to make you understand na hindi lang kayo. Tapos yung TRO na yan would delay the projects. And I'm asking Congress, find me a law na kung may bidding naman at it was regular, so dapat ang korte or somebody else should not be messing it up. Because it will delay the projects, which has been the case in the provinces. Mag-file ng kaso, either it is really the truth, will find out, or makihati siya. I will withdraw the case and dissolve the TRO, of course. But you just give me a few, 10%. Ganun ang ugali ng Pilipino. Yung TRO na yan is the gain of our efficiency. And I really do not know whether, I will not attribute anything, ma'am, sa Supreme Court. Maybe I am at fault, so I am sorry. If I did not have the complete facts. Itong Congress na ito passed the reproduction law. It was already a law, not party implement, because we're really going into a family plan. I am not earth control. I am for the giving of the freedom to a Filipino family size ng pamilya. How many children would be able to support and send to school? Nangyari nitong TR. Two years ago. In the meantime, ang gobyerno nagbili ng medisina, itong subdermal, pati itong mga pills, worth 360. It was not really a reckless purchase. It was in preparation for the implementation of the law. Because hindi naman akalain na mag-TRO, and it has been 2 years. The medicines will expire next month. I told Obial, the health secretary, to find out which would allow it and i-donate na lang rather than go to waste. Yan ho ang nangyari. I do not blame you. You might have been very busy or something. Wala, ako, I'm just actually. Sinasabi ko lang, kami may isa pa. Itong speech, walang kuha dyan. The main, isa pa, itong the Congress and tayo sundalo. Ako yung pipigil. Initially sabi ko, Bombay, sir, hindi talaga madala, sir. Every window is occupied, yung high-rise. And we were losing because of the snipers. And in the hari, I said, slow down. Hindi ako nagyayabang, when I was in the camp, sa Ranao, while I was being briefed by the military, and I was giving the instructions. I heard about 16 pumutok at saka yung bala na wing, wing, wing. Yung mga reporter na doon sa likod ng stage kasi semento yun. We will, if this is the way how we should wait, then we will wait. Unless you can find a solution, somebody here with what's the God, even a horse sense to negotiate for the release of yan. Ayang itong isang abalik ko yung Louis Bid. Alam mo, ganun yan, Adre. Ang magbabagsak ng Louis Bid, yung walang pera. Ang magbagsak ng Louis Bid, sasabihin niya doon sa, magbibigay po ako sa inyo. Kung sino-sino yan mga opisyal. So, Louis Bid, papanaluhin siya. So, with no capital, bibigay siya ng pera. Tapos bibigay, lahat bigyan niya, connected, lahat. Pagkatapos yan, if it is 100 million project, he has to pay so many guys. Ang naiwan niya 100, out of the 140 million lang. So that is the cost of the project. So when I was campaigning for the president, I was all over the Philippines. My God, I could see the appropriation. Pero ang airport nila, 3 meters long. So ginawa na lang basketball court. And there is a province here. Hindi kayo, if you look into the records back in time, na puro na complex ang roads dyan. Talagang daan dito, daan doon. Pero pag pumunta ka, isang daan lang. It's only one highway. That is how corruption destroys the nation. Ngayon, last. I have to say this. Kailangan ko siya sabihin, sir. I was elected June 31. Nag-oath ako. So, July
mga bangsamuro mangani kami sa kanusampon sa matupad gagalwin to kasabab sa kaumaman sa kapatawag tanong sa bang. Kagina kami tunan na magkapagkataw kami sa kanun sa niyan mamalulom niya umaso pagkarin sa kami Islam tagapadako sa palapilik sa kunaban niya. So sa technical side mana si Dato Ib Sabang no so sordano watatano mana si Bayare Hari Abang boy sa tuan. Sa akin mo so pagaling sa kami Islam sa ni Abdul Wahab papalumanita no po amayan to sa magabi sa Allah sa kanulyano niya kapupo sa sona ni President Digong Duterte. Ang balingan tanong po sa kanu kapasa no katawag sa bang kanu waktu na magrib.
You are listening to 99.0 FM.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الله أكبر الله أكبر لا
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة
والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته.
يا على صلاة
الله سمع الله لمن حمده. Allahu Akbar.
Imatayan ataw kadita nupaw ni sa mga cellphone tano. Gagalaw asya tano kanuludap ko masjid.
hayya ala falah wa la ilaha illallah.
Suntua patadem na ini sampai sa Kanono Alvalaga Foundation Nduso DXJC 99.0 Voice.
Ang tampok na tahanan ng katotohanan, ang bagong bulwagan ng tapat na usapan at balitaan dito sa Cotabato City at sa buong Kapuluan, sa Mindanao, sa Bangsamoro, sa Pilipinas at sa buong mundo. 99.0 Prime Radio Cotabato, DXJC Voice FM. Hangat ay kapayapaan at kalayaan para sa lahat.
Alright mga Bangsamoro, tayo po ay nagbabalik sa Impapawid. Babalik na po natin ang zona ng Pangulong Duterte sa oras na to. Samantalang oras po natin sa impila ng 99.0 Voice FM at sa buong Kapuluan, ganap na pong 10 minuto makalipas ang alas 6 ng gabi.
Operated and public hospitals as well as we have strengthened the implementation of the no balance billing policy. Kaya mga Pilipino na kikinig sa akin ngayon, pagpa-hospital kayo, ako ang magbayad. Total, hindi man nila ako mademanda. Pasok lang kayo doon, occupy the hospital. Sabihin mo lang, totoo. Pasok kayo ng hospital, sabihin ninyo na sabi ni Mayor Duterte, pagamot daw kami, siya daw ang bahala magbayad. Marami tayong tresurero dito, ilaw. Wag na yan, yung iba naman, taas na. I have signed Executive Order number 26 imposing a ban on smoking in public places to mitigate its consequences. We want to minimize access to tobacco products and provide a more supportive environment for those who are attempting to quit tobacco use. Alam mo bakit? Nanamaan ako ng, di ba ito, I've been very frank with you. I have a Barrett and I have a Berger's disease caused by smoking. So, ang problema niyan, in a survey in the Philippines all over the world, why is it that the women workforce in an office and the men have acquired in equal, almost in parity in numbers, sick of cancer? It was found out because the poor girl has also to inhale your smoke. Kaya pinahang ko sa Davao. In Davao, you cannot see a person there walking with a cigarette. Foreigners, they can argue with you. This is my money, not your money. But then, okay, eat your money. All I will shoot your balls. Investing in the health sector is never a cost to be endured, but an opportunity to be explored. If we have to embrace the vision of a prosperous Philippines, we have to start putting value to our people's well-being, because the success of every Filipino's pursuit in life, liberty, and happiness directly mirrors the fulfillment of our aspiration as a Filipino. I would like to reiterate my personal and this administration commitment to fully implement the Magna Carta of Women to the Barangay level. Tapos na to. To this effect, government units institutionalizing gender and development program services. We're targeting to increase government spending on infrastructure from 5% of the GDP in 2017 to 7% of the GDP by 2022, amounting to a total of 8 to 9 trillion pesos, or 160 to 180 billion dollars. Infrastructure projects. We will make a few years the golden age of infrastructure in the Philippines to enhance our mobility and connectivity and thereby spur development, growth on equitable in the country. In other words, we are going to build and build. To improve our sea connectivity, we launched 15 brand new ro-ro vessels to ply major nautical routes all over the country. We also opened the ASEAN ro-ro shipping route connecting the ports of Davao and General Santos, Philippines to Bitong, Indonesia. To address the congestion of our seaports, we modernized the ports of Iloilo, General Santos, and Cagayan de Oro, and Zamboanga. We shall complete strategic road and bridge projects, and some of the road sections shall be widened and improved to address the worsening traffic. Alam mo, si Ma'am Grace, you are pushing for, when I became president, EDSA was already horrendous, as it was a horror of the other administrations. Now, I brought in Tugade because Tugade is, to me, a bright boy. He's a billionaire. He was my classmate. Ewan ko, nandito siya. He was a valedictorian in the law class. Talagang husay. But we needed money and we tried to get your help to raise money. Ayaw naman ibigay. Hanggang ngayon, yan pa yung EDSA. Okay lang. At least gumanda lahat. Mag-iwan naman tayo ng pangit. We will not make it all smooth in the Philippines. We leave a little alley known as EDSA as the road to perdition. But anyway, since I could not get any funding, I traveled to China and make friends with them. The ambassador is Ambassador Zhao. Thank you for the help. And as a matter of fact, willing that if your Congress has no money, we will give you the money. And China has committed to build 2 bridges to span Pasig River free of charge, so that you will be comfortable in crossing Pasig. Anyway, all the strategic road and transport projects shall go to naught if we cannot free our streets, which continue to be obstructed by illegally parked vehicles. Young EDSA na yan, traffic obstructions and undisciplined drivers who stop in the middle of the road and unsanctioned barriers in some areas. I am directing the MMDA and the LGUs of Metro Manila as well as the LGUs of Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, and all other regional centers to ensure the flow of traffic and immediately clear roads and thoroughfares of all unnecessary obstruction, including vehicles parked on the streets. Sanctioned by government and penalize all traffic obstructions regardless of stature. Well, sometimes hindi mo mano dyan because the police, it's a cabinet member. Pero me, I have not authorized my cabinet member to utilize the low plate. So it's not for us to. You just use an ordinary plate. Para walang masabi yung tao. And I do not want you parking there when there's no parking. Please remove. Airports. We are building new airports. We might get some money also from China and we'll have new airports in the coming days. We are now accelerating the implementation of the communications, navigation, surveillance, and air traffic management system projects, which will result in the on-time arrivals and departures, better manage air traffic, reduce flight operational costs, and safer and more convenient travel experience. Revenues are the lifeblood of government, which enables us to provide for the people's needs. Last May 31st, 2017, we achieved the first steps towards more equitable taxes to fund better services for the people. I commend the House of Representatives for heeding my urgent certification to the tax reform by passing the first of the 5 packages of the comprehensive tax reform program with an overwhelming 246 votes, representing almost 9% of the Filipino people. The fate of the tax reform is now in the hands of the Senate. Ano bang gusto ninyong gawin? Magluhod ako niyan? Well, really, I leave it up to you. We're all Filipinos. If you think that's a waste, fine. If you think it's not good, it's okay with me. I can survive. Next. I call on the Senate to support my tax reform in full and to pass it without haste. Ayaw mo nagpakpak. Wala, pati si ano, wala. They are not clapping, so maybe si Anggara ayaw rin mag-clap. Magtay ka lang sa eleksyon, tignan mo. These reforms are designed to be pro-poor, especially when the people understand how the revenues will be spent. The passage of the tax reform law is needed to fund the proposed 2018 budget, which I am submitting here and today. The poor and the vulnerable are at the heart of my tax reform. Your support will ensure that the benefits of the tax reform can be felt immediately by them. In the meantime, the Department of Finance and the Bureau of Internal Revenue are strengthening and running after tax evaders. I have directed the Department of Finance and the BIR to accept Mighty Corporation's offer of 25 billion to settle its tax liabilities. After the settlement, Mighty will no longer engage in tobacco business. This will be the biggest tax settlement on record. It will produce a windfall for government, which is significant since we have to face the unexpected costs of rebuilding Marawi and Ormoc. The acceptance of the tax settlement offer does not preclude other criminal charges against the company that the BIR may decide to file. The settlement will allow government to avoid a long battle that, as we saw in the previous years, could take years to resolve. Let this be a lesson to others. This administration will spare no one found cheating the government of its due. We view information and communications technology, or ICT, as an effective medium to implement positive and meaningful changes in our society. To this end, my cabinet approved the National Broadband Plan of 2017 to begin the work to bringing affordable internet access to every community and improving broadband connectivity in the country. We have installed free Wi-Fi internet in almost 400 public places around the country. We hope that the public will use to access important information and services. The National Government Portal, which we launched recently will allow faster and easier delivery of public services and reduce the number of visits of the public for government transactions. The digital terrestrial television broadcasting migration plan has also been launched. The switch to digital from analog transmission will not only give a better TV viewing experience, but also provide effective, reliable information to Filipinos in times of calamities. The government-owned Salam Digital TV, the first Muslim TV in the Philippines, is now already on test broadcasting. There are some of the things that we have done for the past 12 months. A more detailed narrative contained in my report to the people will be released soon. Whether or not my first year of administration was a year of gains or a year of setbacks is not for me to say, but for the people to judge. I defer to the people's judgment. My fellow citizens, much remains to be done. Corruption persists like a fishbone stuck in the throat. It pains and it is disconcerting. We need to pry corruption from government corpus, which is deeply embedded. And we also need to put an end to squabbles and bickerings within agencies focused fully on speedy provisions of quality public service to our people. Believe me, it is easier to build from scratch than to dismantle the rotten and rebuild upon its rubbles. Nevertheless, let us work together and lay a new foundation upon which a better Philippines can be reconstructed. Help me build a better tomorrow. Let me end. Gusto niyo? Uwi tayo. O gusto niyo yung kwento? Marami po yung kwento sa inyo. Let me end by wishing everyone in the language of the old. May God keep us forever sheltered in the hollow of His hand. Salamat.
At inyo pong natunghayan ang second State of the Nation address ng October 17 ng hapon na pumasok sa planning.
Maraming salamat President Rodrigo Roa Duterte sa napakagandang State of the Nation address. Yun po mga Bangsamoro ang State of the Nation address o SONA ng Pangulong Duterte ngayong araw ng Lunes, July 24, 2017. At doon po yun ginanap sa House of Representatives convene for the 17th Congress of the Republic of the Philippines at the Batasang Pambansa in Quezon City. Agilan tanong siya sa Maguindanao, no? Para si Babon do si Bapasan na ba makikinig? Ito ba sa minto mga pag-ali namin mga Bangsamoro? So kinataro-taro, kinatsangalya, kina-explain. Ito ka bayag no President Rodrigo Duterte sa kanul kanina SONA State of the Nation address. Nagtana na padpano ng asot no mga pag-ali namin mga Bangsamoro na na-aprobandan na. So salam digital TV siya ni man na broadcaster sa Kapatest Broadcasting. And then sa kanulang bunmambuno matagal siya sa kanu kapag internet. Sana man lang ang internet connection ay soon as possible ay mapapabilis ang connection ng ating pong internet. And syempre, wag din pong kakalimutan bukas ng umaga mula alas 6 ng umaga hanggang alas 9 ng umaga ang programa ng 99.0 Voice FM, ang News and Public Affairs Program ng 99.0 Voice FM, ang bagong boses ng Bangsamoro. Sa ngalan ng Albalag Foundation at ng Jamiat Cotabato, siyempre ang ating pong station manager, Sir Nasruddin Nas Bangsamoro Talipasan. At sa ngalan din po ng ating program director ng 99.0 Voice FM, walang iba kundi si Voice 13 to Walid Alfonso. At sa ngalan din po kanina ni Voice 40, saka ni Abdul Wahab na siyang malili sa unang bahagi ng State of the Nation address ng Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Dito yan sa himpilan ng Voice FM, ha? Hindi po doon sa may batasang pambansa. Ito pa rin po ang inyong abang lingkod, ang nag-iisang 3-9 ng Voice FM, Voice 39 na Sabang, pumapaalam or umiiwan ng isang magandang gabi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Mapiyang magabi, Bangsamoro. Ito po ang bagong boses ng Bangsamoro.
You are listening to 99.0 Voice FM. Voice FM.
Voice FM.
The new voice of Cotabato.
Voice FM.
The new voice of Cotabato. You are listening to 99.0 for a fair, honest, and just information, responsible news, and truthful stories. Straight from Cotabato City, heart of Central Mindanao, the Bangsamoro, Philippines, and all over the world. 99.0 Prime Radio Cotabato.
DXJC Voice FM.
Because you deserve justice, peace, and freedom for all. Ang tampok na tahanan ng katotohanan, ang bagong bulwagan ng tapat na usapan at balitaan dito sa Cotabato City at sa buong Kapuluan, sa Mindanao, sa Bangsamoro, sa Pilipinas at sa buong mundo. 99.0 Prime Radio Cotabato.
DXJC Voice FM.
Hangad ay kapayapaan at kalayaan para sa lahat. Lumpingan umatid tuwa rumbuno pambantangan sa Bandara Cotabato sa pulo-pulo ng Bangsamoro. Ingid sa Pilipinas, taman kulang kumadunya. 99.0 Prime Radio Cotabato. DXJC Voice FM. Singan na kalilintad ando baya-baya tanulangon.
Pakat, ini kasampai sa gunana dapat mong kalilintad kanudal patano.
Nambay idzaanan amalagang padzawalan. Uged na adan mga ukit akasampay sa namba.
Into ba pakat?
Sukapas sa Bangsamoro besiklo.
Kay ginapanito sa nogot din atimpo bago sa kanin matay sa makapas den inamba. Sabab sa pitalunin kapat inan kanugon si nakalilinta do Mindanao.
Uy ba, sana makapas din ibang sa Moro Baysikloan na kaginambayukit akalilintad kanudar patano ang mga Moro.
Bila kataupan ingyawa amadala, mabinasa, dili mamakapangagi sa mga wata sa PAP sa Kuligaw sa Mindanao. Suportan tano sa Bangsamoro Peace Process. Ipas din sa Bangsamoro Basic Law.
Samad, masudala ka pon malakat sa pinagagayanan ng kanan. Nakapila ka oras din ito. Yako niya kinambalingan na nasya ka bumba.
Di ka man padzarantis ang kagaanga akong ka sa kapag Facebook ko niya.
Aganga pagkuka din samad. Maso niya din mas lai oras ning ka sa social media anan.
Badbadan sukutika kanong mga galbagan. Siya usal sukutika sa adang kataganin. Sukutika adik namatag bulawan kauyak-yak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Papatsabutan no idara no diplom al-ali li idad al-muallimin siya sa Jamia Cotabato kanu antain imalilini magagi ipagapunan din so enrollment siya sa kanugay no isnin July 17, 2017. Siya no bu kasabutan sulango no mga nasisita kano idara no diplom siya sa Jamia Cotabato. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Papadsabutan no opisina no Syu'batul Luga sa Jamia Cotabato so kabagabun pag-enroll na siyadan kanugay na isnin pizza 17 sa July 2017. So malilini mangagi na tagat-tagat sa kanin mangay sa idara na Syu'ba sa Jamia Cotabato. Yagay no kapag-enroll nagamanat sa gay na isnin taman sa Khamis, iganat sa oras sa alas 8 sa Mapita, taman sa alas 12 sa Maudtu. Napasabot na suidara no Syu'ba sa Jamia Cotabato.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Kapadsabutan ng Mindanao State University Maguindanao, iantay ni malilini mangagi ang pag-offer sila sa AB Islamic Studies and the Masters of Islamic Studies major in Sharia. So enrollment na ongoing. Nya starting na class na August 7, 2017. Ug galilinyano tamuntay so niya maapasabot na angay kano sa opisina na MSU Maguindanao. Nya napasabot na sa management to MSU Maguindanao dato udin siswat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Papadsabutan no opisina no Mahad Sanawi no Jamia Cotabato kano mga estudyante ang malilini mangagi kano niya alagon 2017-2018. So opisina no Mahad na pagapunanin so kapadalimanin kano mga wata gamanat sa Ula Sanawi, Sani Sanawi, Gusales Sanawi. Yaka bango ka sa bangawan o enrollment na siya kanugay na isnin pizza 10 sa kanuulan-ulan no July 2017. Umanggay na isnin taman sa Khamis sa iganat sa alas 8 sa Mapita taman sa alas 12 sa Magan Modto. Tagad-tagad kano mag-enroll kasubilangan apat taliman kano niya alagun na limitado po. So adan idzanin text kano sa kano niya a number 0955-50-20601. Napasabot na sa opisina no Mahad Sanawi sa Jamia Cotabato. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Papadsabutan no imadatul kabul wa tasjil sa Jamia Cotabato Ibagukandan so enrollment sa kanunya Alaguna Kabangagi 1438 taman sa 1439 sa Hijri ataw ka 2017-2018 sa kanong mga bago amulit sa marhala kulliya college level sa kano ikasapulong taman sa ikasapulong gutalo sa July ataw ka ikasapulong gunam taman sa ikasapulong gusiyaw sa Sawal 1438 sa Hijra. So mga andang amulit no Jamia Cotabato na yanilan kapatasjil na siya sa kano ikasapulong dupat taman sa 27 sa July ataw ka ika-23 sa Sawal taman sa ikapat sa Zulkaida 1438 sa Hijri. Ya kaludzu mangagi na siya sa kano ika-32 sa July ataw ka ikawalo sa Zulkaida 1438 sa Hijri. Pantag sa kano mga idza, padtuntayan na angay kano sa imadatul kabul wa tasjil sa Jamia Cotabato. Napasabot imadatul kabul wa tasjil sa Jamia Cotabato.
Lumpingan umatid tuwa rumbuno pembantangan sa Bandara Cotabato sa pulo-pulo ng Bangsamoro. Ingid sa Pilipinas, taman kulang kumadunya. 99.0 Prime Radio Cotabato,
DXJC Voice FM.
Singan nakalilintad ando baya-baya tanulangon. You are listening to 99.0 Voice FM.
Nakikinig ka sa ganun kabumbada sa ganun paraman Allahu Ta'ala siya sa ganun Voice FM 99.0, the new voice of Cotabato.
Billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna hadzal Qur'ana yahdi lillati hiya aqwam wa yubashshirul mu'minin. ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا. وأن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة الإنسان بالشر دعاءه بالخير. ويدع الإنسان بالشر دعاءه بالخير ولا الإنسان عجولا. إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا. وأن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة أعتدنا لهم عذابا أليما. ويدعو الإنسان بالشر دعاءه بالخير وكان الإنسان عجولا. وأن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة أعتدنا لهم عذابا ما. ويدعو الإنسان بالشر دعاءه بالخير وكان الإنسان عجولا. ويلا والنهار آيتين فمحونا آية الليل فمحونا آية الليل وجعلنا آية النهار مبصرة فمحونا الليل وجعلنا آية النهار مبصرة لتبتغوا من ربكم ولتعلموا عدد السنين والحساب وكل شيء فصلناه تفصيلا وجعلنا آيتين فمحونا آية الليل فمحونا آية الليل وجعلنا آية النهار مبصرة لتبتغوا فضلا من ربكم ولتعلموا عدد السنين والحساب وكل شيء فصلناه تفصيلا مبصرة لتبتغوا فضلا من ربكم ولتعلموا عدد السنين والحساب ولتعلموا عدد السنين والحساب وكل شيء فصلناه تفصيلا. وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا. وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا. ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا اقرأ كتابك اقرأ كتابك اقرأ كتابك اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا اقرأ كتابك ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا من اهتدى فإنما يهتدي لنفسه ومن ضل فإنما يضل عليها من اهتدى فإنما يهتدي لنفسه ومن ضل فإنما يضل عليها من اهتدى فإنما يهتدي لنفسه ومن ضل فإنما يضل عليها ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى وما كنا معذبين حتى نبعث رسولا. وإذا أردنا أن نهلك قرية أمرنا متر فيها ففسقوا فيها فحق عليها القول ففسقوا فيها فحق عليها القول فدمرناها تدميرا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والشمس وضحاها والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها صدق الله العظيم.
You are listening to 99.0 FM. Lumpingan umatid tuwa rumbo ni pambantangan sa Bandara Cotabato sa pulo-pulo ni Bangsamoro. Ingit sa Pilipinas, taman kulang kumadunya. 99.0 Prime Radio Cotabato.
DXJC Voice FM.
Singani nakalilintad ando baya-bayatan ulangon.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على حي على الفلاح، حي على الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي
على صلاة
الله سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر.
Imatayan ataw kadit tanu paunin sa mga cellphone tanu. Gagalo asya tanu kanu ludap ku masjid.
حي على الفلاح ولا إله إلا الله.
Suntua patadem na ini sampai sa kanono Alvalaga Foundation nuso DXJC 99.0 Voice FM.
Samad, masudala ka pon malakat sa pinagagayanan ng kanan. Nakapila ka oras din into. Yako niya kinambalingan na nasya ka bumba.
Di ka man padzaranti sang kagaanga akong ka sa kapag Facebook ko niya.
Agga nga pagkuka din samad. Maso niya din mas lai oras ning ka sa social media anan.
Badbadan sukutika kanu magagalbagan. Siya usal sukutika sa adin kataganin. Sukutika adi kinamatag bulawan kauyag-uyag.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Papatsabutan no idara no diplom al-ali li idad al-muallimin siya sa Jamia Cotabato kanu antain imalilini mangagi ibagapunan din so enrollment siya sa kanugay no isnin July 17, 2017. Siya no kasabutan so lango no mga nasisita kanu idara no diplom siya sa Jamia Cotabato. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Papatsabutan no opisina no Syu'batul Luga sa Jamia Cotabato so kabagapon pag-enroll na siyadan kanugay na isnin Pizza 17 sa July 2017. So malilini mangagi na tagat-tagat si kanin mangay sa idara na Syu'ba sa Jamia Cotabato. Yagay no kapag-enroll nagamanat sa gay na isnin taman sa Khamis, iganat sa oras sa alas 8 sa Mapita, taman sa alas 12 sa Mautu. Napasabot na suidara no Syu'ba sa Jamia Cotabato.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Apagsabutan ng Mindanao State University Maguindanao, iante ni malilini mangagi ang pag-offer sila sa AB Islamic Studies and the Masters of Islamic Studies major in Sharia. So enrollment na ongoing. Nya starting na class na August 7, 2017. Ug galilinyano tamuntay sunyama pasabot na angay kanu sa opisina na MSU Maguindanao. Nya napasabot na sa management to MSU Maguindanao dato udin sinswat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Papatsabutan no opisina no Mahad Sanawi no Jamia Cotabato kanu mga estudyante ang malilini mangagi kanu niya alagon 2017-2018. So opisina no Mahad na pagapunanin so kapadalimanin kanu mga wata gamanat sa Ula Sanawi, Sani Sanawi, Gusalis Sanawi. Yakabango ka sa bangawan o enrollment na siya kanugay na isnin Pizza Gis sa kanuulan-ulan no July 2017. Umanggay na isnin taman sa Khamis sa iganat sa alas 8 sa Mapita taman sa alas 12 sa Maganmod 2. Tagad-tagad kanu mag-enroll kasubilangan apat taliman kanu niya alagun na limitado po. So adan idzanin text kanu sa kanu niya number 0955-50-20601. Napasabot na sa opisina no Mahad Sanawi sa Jamia Cotabato. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Papadsabutan no imadatul kabul wa tasjil sa Jamia Cotabato ibagukandan so enrollment sa kanunya Laguna Kabangagi 1438 taman sa 1439 sa Hijri ataw ka 2017-2018 sa kanong mga bago amulit sa marhala kulliya college level sa kanu ika-10 taman sa ika-10 gutulu sa July ataw ka ika-10 gunam taman sa ika-10 gusiyaw sa Sawal 1438 sa Hijra. So mga andang amulit no Jamia Cotabato na yanilan kapatasjil na siya sa kano ika-10 dupat taman sa 27 sa July ataw ka ika-23 sa Sawal taman sa ika-4 sa Zulkaida 1438 sa Hijri. Ya kaludzu mangagi na siya sa kano ika-32 sa July ataw ka ika-8 sa Zulkaida 1438 sa Hijri. Pantag sa kano mga idza padtuntayan na angay kano sa imadatul kabul wa tasjil sa Jamia Cotabato. Napasabot imadatul kabul wa tasjil sa Jamia Cotabato. Friend, bakit hanggang sa ngayon ay wala pa rin kapayapaan sa ating lugar?
Yan yung tanong na mahirap sagutin. Pero may mga bagay na maaaring makakapagbigay daan para makamit yan.
Pangarap ni Lolo noon pa man bago siya namatay na maipasa na yan. Kasi ang sabi niya, yan yung kabilang sa susi ng kapayapaan dito sa Mindanao.
Wish ko lang na may pasana yung Bangsamoro Basic Law dahil daan ito sa kapayapaan natin mga Moro sa ating lugar.
Ilang buhay pa ba ang mawawala, mawawasak na tahanan, hindi na makapag-aral ng mga estudyante dahil sa giyera sa Mindanao? Suportahan ang Bangsamoro Peace Process. Ipasa na ang Bangsamoro Basic Law.
Ako po itong cellphone na naiwan doon sa school canteen. Ito po.
Sukran Ahmad, alhamdulillah. Hayaan mo at ibigay natin to sa school principal para may announce natin doon sa stage upang makuha ng may-ari ng gamit na yan.
Huwag kunin ang hindi sa atin. Dapat nating isauli ito. Ang paalalang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Jamia Cotabato at ng 99.0 Voice FM, the new voice of Cotabato.
Lato, limpyo ang pa ni mga kanalan niya kamaso na tangan lanigan ng san. Delikado sa balay na taganag kakadya pa na sakit.
Uwe ba ama, kalusa kanila babo amin na naadanlo na dengi. Mapiapang ka na dapik mamagayos lo sa hospital iwata na pagubay nila nanto.
Diya benar gapakayan sa dili maaway mga puputan niya dato. Kanapalan doon ni mga kanalan niya, kakadya pa na kandal pa na mga taganag kanya dengue.
Uwe ba ama, sakit din mga udod sa iga ulan. Anatangan sa mga tatong do mga tayran niya para di dang kagal na nataganak kanya at bananggit sa sakit a dengue.
So untuk apa kadang main sampai sa kanuno Avalagi Foundation ando sa DXJC 99.0 Voice FM.
Ustaz, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
Masya Allah, ang ini pumulayan ka, Ustaz.
Belimpiyuan ko ikanalan niya apin ang itugan ng mga tao sa basura na di pa ko kitiig unan ang kabagkadalam.
Huwag ba, Ustaz? Ustaz, hindi nakalimpyo yung bala-bala sa walay, no? Alin mga pamumulanin, no? Adon ba mga kamunin ay ni pamula?
Ali, inisuguman sa kita no ang mga Muslim so kalimpyo. Sa kita naman idait ang mangunan sa niya ba? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam napidtalunin. An-nadafatu nisful iman. So kalimpyo na tanga kano palityaya. Sinugutan ni pansa kakamangon. Eleka, sa kami na di kami din pamasa sa mga tino. Manalansuna, ando mga kakamon. Elekanan sa mga pasuanan. Inipamulan ni tayan inamba.
Ustaz, hindi ba mga sakwa niya?
Sambay bagitog sa mga basura. Pamakasanggaya, ikaldak, ando di kaldak. Ando mga kapadpan. Katawi ka mga wata nami, banal ka mga manot pansilan. Katawan nilan midtog ibasura nilan mga upis asaging ando mga biskwit.
Inggulalan tanu sa kasubuan no agam Islam akalimpyo. Limpiwan tanu sa mga lusod awalay tanu ando sa umbalabalalo. Tuganulan tanu ikapagitog tanu kanu mga malchik tanu ando sa basura tanu.
Suntua patadem na ini sampai sa Kanono Alva Laga Foundation ando sa DXJC 99.0 Voice FM.
Voice FM.
Voice FM.
The new voice of Cotabato.
Voice FM.
The new voice of Cotabato. You are listening to 99.0. You are listening to 99.0 FM. Lumpingan umatid to arumbunit pembantangan sa Bandara Cotabato sa pulo-pulo nubang Samoro, ingid sa Pilipinas, taman kulang kumadunya, 99